the Philadelphia Eagles are not and never have been a running team. They are not a running team.
Are you telling me last year they weren't a running team?
They did that completely out of necessity.
Yes.
The reason why they lost games early is because they were trying to make Jalen Hurts chuck the ball 35 times a game from the jump, thinking our wide receivers are great. Quez Watkins is great. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside's going to be great. Like, it was a mess. And Zach Ertz, by the way, was still here at the beginning of the year. So there was no, like, it was weird. There was a breakup with Carson Wentz. There was all this weird shit going on, and no one could find a rhythm, so they just went to, the veer of fucking, essentially, but, their version of the RPO. They're not going to run the football like that at all. Get ready for a complete, like, if you're expecting them to come out and RPO to death and have just as many rushing attempts as they do passing attempts, you are on so much crack right now. I would like to know what's going on. You are not signing a $100 million wide receiver to run the ball like you did last year. Do you think Jeffrey Lurie and Howie Roseman, who reportedly were upset about how you
Oh, that was a great report. That was a really funny one.
Good win in Green Bay, but I'm very upset that you scored all those points on the ground.
Yeah.
Like, this team wants to throw so much. It's why Tom House is working with Jalen Hurts. It's why he's working out with Tom Brady. It's why they went and got A.J. Brown. It's why they're going to invest several more picks and go get veteran talent for a Super Bowl run when Vince is proven wrong. But
2023.
Yeah, they are like they're not going to run the football, guys.
Well, I don't know.
Like that. And Miles Sanders still sucks.
And he got a lot better.
On, guy. No, he did not.
Miles Sanders,
he has been the same
did.
Player every single
year.
He
got so much better the last 4 weeks. He got better. He missed all these games.
Can only get better.
Can only get better.
Well, he can only get better because he didn't hit the goddamn hole. Now he hits the hole and he looks a lot better. It's fine. He's going to be in rotation with 3 other backs anyway, so I don't want to worry about it too much, including Kennedy Brooks.
Dom. I'm so sorry, Dom. I know
Kennedy
you're
Brooks
yelling at
train.
me right now.
Hop on it with me.
I'm not.
But looking at where the Eagles are going, that's going to be the big question of Sirianni, right? My problem last year with Sirianni was he didn't run the ball early. He didn't, and he should have.
Oh, wait. Shane Steichen.
Both of them, because they don't even, and they didn't know what the hell was going on. They still don't have a. It was like, oh well, it would kind of change week to week. They didn't have a clear flow of how anything worked. They had no idea what they were doing. They were totally overmanned. That's what happens with the young staff. So what do they do this year? I mean, are they going to be able to evaluate the roster properly? Are they going to go all in on Jalen right away and say, you know what, we do want to throw 40 times a game. We are going to do this. This is who we are. And if it fails after a couple of weeks, then we'll run the ball? Or are they going to be a little bit more balanced first and see what Hurts looks like and see how the offense responds and go from there? I don't know, but I think that's one of the biggest questions of the whole year.
Big time. But I don't, I feel as though they want to throw a ton. And Shane was not able to do it.
Yeah, and they've got the pieces for it. It's just, can Hurts execute it? And can they scheme it? I don't know.
Yes. I think the scheme part was not anything about last year other than finding that comfortability for sure and finding out what your quarterback can and can't do right now.
Really?
Which, yeah. You don't think so?
We were good with Nick this whole time?
No, I wasn't. No, not at all. I thought it was all – I'm not saying it was good.
They didn't run motion. Yeah, I mean, like, the game with no motion will go down in infamy as a defining moment of the Nick Sirianni era, potentially.
Yeah.
Like, if this thing crashes and burns, I will look back on that as one of the most comical games I've ever seen in my goddamn life. That was hilarious. Like, it's just not possible to do that in the modern NFL. So – can he blow this too? That is part of it, right? Because we do talk about Jalen Hurts so much and what he can do, and now the best pass catchers we've ever seen in our lives in this city. And can he build something here with Hurts that is effective? Can he get something out of it? I don't know. And maybe this is the same way we talk about it with Hurts as a make-or-break year. Is it one with Syria? Is it insane to say that? Maybe it is because he got to the playoffs his first year, but if you're going in on the offense like this and the offense sucks and then you want to get another quarterback and Sirianni the guy for that in year 3, like coaches get fired pretty quickly these days. It is a different NFL. If this was 2010, he's got 3 years minimum. I mean, it's just hard to blow it. But now guys get a year, 2 years, whatever, and they're out of here. Yeah. So it a lot of big questions and more pressure for Sirianni.
I think it's a fair question to ask too. I just, for whatever reason, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt from the ways this team adapted. I wrongly called for his firing. We did make fun of him pretty heavily for all the gardening
Yeah.
That's not changing. We all know that.
I still have the sunflower hat, and I will wear it. Also, I was rooting for him to lose for the Lions, and it is what it is.